Do you think this world is fair to
Yeah.
men?
I don't think that fairness is what we're looking for here. So it's just about power. It's a game of power, really.
Greetings, everyone. You're welcome back to the Moment of Truth with Biggest TJ. And we have Dadji here with us, a singer, a songwriter, and a producer. So thank you for
Thank you.
coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So we'll be having a very controversial conversation right now, and we'll make it very brief as possible.
Yeah.
But I would like to get his view in this regard. And mostly as an artist that is well known, a superstar that have is more affected with this than any other man out there because ladies flocked around them so much because one of the things that trade ladies so much is money, fame, and physical looks, and I believe he has all of them. So I want to ask a question, and I want to get your sincere opinion in this.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, what do you think this world is fair? What I mean fair, I mean just to
Yeah.
men, the way the world treats men, regardless of how it is right now.
I don't think that fairness is um, is what we're looking for here, or justice.
Okay.
I don't think those things really exist in real town. So um, for a long time, we had a tradition, we had a culture where the man was the breadwinner, and then the woman took care of the home front, right?
Yeah.
That was the model that we evolved with as humans, right? Well, recently, in the past 100 years, there's an ideology that came up, maybe 50, 70 years, maybe, that came up and tried to reverse this format. Tried to reverse it and say, okay, now, and they came up with a story that the men are oppressing the women, and then so this oppression, and they came up with this word called the patriarchy.
Justice for the women.
Yeah, this is patriarchy, and they need to destroy the patriarchy and and then give the women power, and then and they say it's about equality, but the truth about the whole experience so far, it is not about equality, it's about power.
I want to ask, do you think there's even equality between men and men from the creation?
There is no equality between anything in
Can
this
you ever
world.
equate a man to a woman, or equate a woman to a man? I
No,
think they are unique in their
no, let me
ways,
tell you what.
even in their responsibilities in a home.
Look, let me tell you what. You cannot equate a man and a man. You cannot say this man is equal to this man.
More or less equals to a woman.
Then what? How much more a woman, or one woman or the other? There's no equality in any. The equality is a lie. Just the fact that you're thinking of equality, anything, nothing is equal to anything in this world. So, but they're talking about the equality. They're talking about is the rights. But there's even the rights. There is no rights come with responsibilities.
Sure.
You have no responsibility without rights. So, what are you responsible for? That's what you need rights for. You know what you're responsible for. So there's no. So it's just about power. It's a game of power, really. People, especially, so. But now you can see that the people are realizing it, that the movement, this movement, has gone very far. So too, almost too far. And then most of them are turning back and they say, okay, no, we don't want that kind of. Like so many women are miserable because they're made to work from 9 to 5 every day. They take long trajectory to get to their house, to get home. They don't have any social life. They don't have families. They don't have husbands. They don't have time to date, and then they're forcing women to work in the work onto the work.
Just like men do. Before
To
now, men do those jobs while women stay back home, take care of the house, and make sure the man is working
yeah,
at home back.
yeah.
But now, both men and women do 9 to 5 jobs, almost the same thing. I believe it's very hectic on women also.
It is very tough. It's
Yeah.
very tough on women. And then what I have for them is compassion, because most of them have been lied to. I've been watching I'm watching TV. I see a woman say, um, it's wrong for a man to, like, a footballer, like, I don't know, who's Ronaldo. It's wrong for Ronaldo to be earning millions, while the biggest feminine
Footballer.
footballer is earning like much less. Listen, so who is this footballer that is earning less? How many times have you gone to see this person in the stadium? How many of the merchandise have you bought for this person? How much is the person generating? They're not going to think deep. They just think emotionally.
It's all right.
They just react emotionally to things. And then the news, the media, or whatever will tell them, will just bring out, do you know that a man is still earning, how many, whatever, a woman is earning 70% less than, or 20% less than a man, and they keep banging this thing to their heads, and then women are reacting with emotions, because they're very right brain, so they react with emotions, and without thinking through it. That's why. Look at a company. They say that, look, in Canada, they said they were looking for engineers, and the company was proud to say that they hired equal number of engineers, men and women. How can that be possible?
But you know,
go to engineering school. How many women are in the engineering class?
But you know, even as at that, even as at that, what you are saying now, if those homes that those women were hired from, if those women are married, those homes will suffer.
Of course,
they will not be balanced.
You cannot have a balanced life because if you have to work.
Woman can work, but not the hour, the number of time that a man put into work.
No,
they are supposed to. They are supposed to be reserved to an extent. They're supposed to
look around you.
More.
Look around you. Everything that you see here in this room, how many of them do you think that women produced? I mean, is this chair, this table, this microphone, this watch? How many of them do you think that women produced here? From concept to production?
Almost none.
None. So, because when you give them the choice, and these experiments have been done in the Scandinavian countries, where they give them the option, you just treat them the same until they grow. And all the women moved to the social sciences, and they started studying things like economics, and all the men were going to the engineering and things that are practical, because we're different. Where there's no equality, we're different. We're wired differently. They're functional.
So if I hear you and understand you perfectly, now you think this ideology of equality between women and men should be dropped, and let the differences be clear with respect, because you need to respect a woman.
I don't think that. Look, I believe. Let me tell you what I believe. Like the biggest thing in my life, my biggest philosophy, the foundation of everything is love. So I believe in love. I believe that all these laws and rules that you're giving, equality, this and that, it's just because there's no love. As soon as you involve love in the whole equation, you don't need no more laws. You don't need. In fact, you can close the Senate. You don't need to make any laws anymore.
That's true. I think that's very powerful word.
Love. And I think all the things that we're doing is just to compensate for the fact that there's no
love. So people are compelled to do things you have to do willingly with love.
Yes. So if you love this person, even if it's not your wife, treat the person well. And then let your inner conversation about this person be positive. You say, okay, this person is an asshole. As in, they're very loud, they're not very kind. Okay. But love is acceptance. Accept the existence of the other.
Regardless of your flaws and mistakes.
Because I start hearing people talking about unconditional love. Like it's another special kind of love again. Meanwhile, love is by definition unconditional. Do you understand?
If it's conditional,
it's a contract. It's a deal.
It's not love.
It's a deal. That's why. Yes, that's why when you asked me about marriage the other time, I was saying that I don't, because I understand that there's no love. Most people, and so we invented this thing called in love, not so that we don't look at love. And it's the devil that is doing that. Well, I don't know people that believe in the devil, but this in love is a lie. Also, I'm in love. Oh, so I don't have to love, and then it justifies. And I feel justified to be an asshole, to be a dick, and treat everybody bad because without changing myself. So the best thing you can do is to change the quality of your soul instead of trying to be equal to somebody else. Like, why can I love this other person? How can I love this person? How can I make this person's life better?
I think the best approach to that is when you are involved in any relationship or whatsoever, whether love or casual or anything, you should be it should be more of, okay, what how can I benefit this person?
Yes.
Not how can this person benefit
Of course,
me.
of course.
So if you always put yourself first, definitely you will not treat that person
So,
right.
so the definition that I go with, there's so many definitions of love. There's one that's very scientific, and I'm not going to go there.
Okay.
But the definition of love that we can work with is that love is just considering the other as part of yourself. So it's looking at the oneness of God. Like, just know that, okay, this God is living in all of us.
And it's one.
And is one. So this person is just out, it's just another me in a way, even though we're different, but difference, that's how the qualities of God that's manifesting in people. You understand? So once you understand that fundamentally, you don't need to be told to respect your wife, to not treat her bad, to give her to let her maximize her potential. You understand? If she's smart, don't put her in the kitchen. If she's smart, she can contribute to the economy. She has to be in the economy.
Contribute
She has
to
to
the
be there.
home, contribute to anything that
She can do anything she wants to do, anything that she's fully equipped to do by nature, by life. You understand? Don't force her into something that she's not because you have an ideology to defend.
As a man.
Yeah, as a man. So that's what I'm saying. That all these rules, all these laws about I think somewhere in the Bible it actually says it that something about love canceling law or something. I don't know. I stopped reading Bible a long time ago.
So you stop church, you stop reading Bible also. Are you serious? but
I'm not against you.
But I know
there's a lot of truth in the Bible.
No, from you speaking now, I just realized that you may not be going to church like our previous conversation, but you are well read, that deep. You have deep root knowledge. In the Word of God. But you don't need to stop reading the Bible. Please continue. Because I'm very sure it contributed to this your vast exposure and knowledge that you have towards life. That you've explained.
My dad was a very religious man. He was a pastor.
Oh, you don't have to read to know some parts of the Bible because
I used to memorize. Yes, I used to memorize chapters.
Oh, okay.
I remember there's some of these chapters I can still. I remember Psalm 1 actually won a prize because I memorized when I was 10 or 11, and I still remember some of those verses. Like this chapter, 1 Corinthians 13, I memorized it. Like it was about love. That's why maybe it's stuck in my subconscious mind. That's why I still think about that love all the time, because I was made to memorize that chapter.
So in summary now, in conclusion.
Yeah.
So in one or two sentences, I need you to advise the audience.
Stop falling in love and start loving your neighbor. Do you understand? Stop being in love. You don't. And if you think you love your wife, your husband, you don't. You're just lying to him. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to the world. Start loving him really, and stop being in love. Basically, that is what I would say. Tell everybody.
Yeah, and like he said earlier, if you can start seeing other person as see yourself, which is the definition of that he just defined love, there will not be need for the equality the world is fighting for about men and women, between men and women.
No more lines.
If you love your woman, if you appreciate another being, you treat them right. But regardless of who they are to you, your wife, your friend, your sister, you treat them right. Likewise, if a woman love and naturally see another brother as himself, we treat that man right. True. So regardless of how you see this, like you said, you don't love your spouse, you think you do.
Like John Lennon says, love is the answer.
It's the answer to everything.
Love is the answer. And Jesus has said it. It's the only law that Jesus upheld. He said all the other laws were useless compared to this one. He said it something like there's only one law in heaven.
When love works, all the laws are useless.
Exactly.
But when,
you don't need any
love
other law.
works, we know how to come out for each other. We not be compared to do things love should do willingly and happily.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us again in this episode.
Thank you.
And thanks for watching. This is a moment of truth with the biggest TJ. Everything I said and what I've said, none is targeting anybody or any region. It's just a moment of truth
out of love.
Yeah, to say things the way you see them. So thanks for watching. We'll be right back.